This is the Agon News Network, where we say the intro in a deep voice. Welcome back, Argonauts and Argonettes, to Agon TV, where we are providing you with some high-quality, single-take, unscripted, 8-bit modern retro content. And as always, pushing the envelope of what is possible in internet news media journalism thing, we have observed in the community that there is a massive there are few games being published for the Argon, and we decided to review these in a new segment. After a lot of marketing research, months of focus group studies, tons of meetings and coffee and PowerPoint, we've come up with a name for this new segment. Let's see how you like it. So, drum roll, ladies and gentlemen. The new segment where we review games is called Game Review. Ha! You naysayers and doubters, that was some marketing dollars well spent. We really doubled down on the graphics here as well, huh? Double down, I hear you say? We quadrupled down. Watch this. Ha! Palette scrolling, I mean, Industrial Light and Magic, eat your heart out. Right? So, the game which we are going to look at today is called Rokky, Small and Rocks and Diamonds Like Game for Agon Light from the Leonard of Quirm School of Naming Things. Let's get back to the thing and take this view so that you don't have to look at my profile. Let's get out. It's a binary game, so we have to say bye-bye DOS, and we load a Rokky.bin, and let's go. Here it is. And we run. Already, that is visually quite impressive. Controls, use the cursor keys. If you're stuck, use R to restart the level. Escape to quit the game. Press any key for starting game. Well, let's do that. Well, did you hear that sound? It takes me back 40 years, that sound. So, arrow keys. For those, I will play through one level here quickly. Maybe I'll do a live streaming later. Basically, it's Boulder Dash, right? So you can dig through the brown stuff. Rocks and other things fall, so you have to be careful they don't fall on you. In general, it's about going up. Oh, I hear that sound. That's so cool. Yeah, it's about making sure that you don't get crushed, but also that you don't get stuck in the corners until you clear the level and pick all the diamonds. And you can do that if you're fast enough. You can actually run away from the falling blocks. Yep, and you get the ones there. Get the ones down there. Yep, it's Boulder Dash. The keyboard controls are just a tiny little bit laggy, but I'm not going to blame the game for that because I've had that same experience even with C programming. And once you get a feel for it, it feels very 8-bit. It's actually more responsive than I want to say most 8-bits. Up, and we lost it there. And here we go. Level, come back. All right, that was the game. I'll let you make your own judgment about this game. But what can we say about it? Well, first, execution, graphics, controls, sound, pretty solid. Especially, what are we comparing? What's the comparison on the Argon today? We've got Oregon Trail, which is an absolute classic, but graphically a bit dated. We've got Sokoban, pretty much the launch title of the Agon gaming platform, which is nice. This is an actual screenshot, same size. I mean, compare this to that. I mean, yeah, it's different, and the little animation and the sprites and all of that stuff. So yeah, quite impressive what's happening there. And get back. What else have we got for the Argon? Well, here's that's our screen. And we have this, which is a contemporary clone of Boulder Dash, basically, called Pitfall Pete, running here off a web-based emulator of a BBC, and it's not working. Now, sometimes the emulators, when they're in a browser, aren't great, but I think you'll agree that if you compare these graphics from 1986 to what we're able to do today, it's a step up. So, yeah, this is Boulder Dash. It's an absolutely classic game. The original had some cool effects that if the diamonds dropped, they would explode and everything. Maybe in a future version. Rokky 2. Haha, see what I did there? We look forward to that. What I will say is, like, I mean, if we compare this and this and this, and this, Rokky is a definite contender. I would say that somebody has now put a marker, put a line in the sand against any future gaming releases of the Argons will have to measure themselves. So well done to the author, Nihirash. This was on the Argon Programmers Discord, where he mentioned that he'd be glad if somebody will make a video. Nihirash, with a name like that and doing computer stuff, yeah, come on, we know what's up, right? The only choice is he from Bangalore or is he from Hyderabad? Let's go to his GitHub and have a closer look at the author. Oh, ah, he's ginger and he's called Alexander. So maybe he's actually probably more likely from Calcutta or New Delhi, but very active, ZX stuff, 8-bit stuff. So Alexander, Nihirash, I want to say, your game, great. The judges here at Argon Newton's Network give it a straight 10. Now, I'm not saying if that's a 10 out of 10 or out of 11 or out of 20. We might have to adjust the scale as new games come out. But right here, right now, we will say world premiere that the Rokky game on Argon Lite is a 10. So well done them. Hope you all have a great weekend. Oh, speaking of weekend, our friends at Olimex, the best thing to come out of Bulgaria since the Mongol horde, just yesterday have issued another Argon-like weekend programming challenge. So you have until a certain time, which is I'm sure written down here somewhere, to make a Flappy Bird game, right? So Flappy Bird game, get yourself a €50 voucher or just partake of the glory. Not sure I'll have the time this weekend, and there is no easy cheat as there was last week. But hey, yeah, well done. So lots of stuff happening in Olimeg's game review as a new segment. We will be doing more of these, especially if we hear good feedback. So with that, I want to say that you are the Argon community. I'm Loserbum. You're all a bunch of bloody awesome legends, and I am out of here.